If you have done this, it means you're ready to apply for the Global Korea Scholarship Program Undergraduate Studies that will be opened on September 2025. Hello, this is Justin, and I do contents about Global Korea Scholarship Program, life here in South Korea, and life of a foreigner working in a Korean company. And today's video is very important, especially because the timeline for the Global Korea Scholarship Undergraduate Studies is fast approaching. Probably only have 2 months left. And this video will be very important for you to be able to gauge where you are now and see if you are ready to apply for the scholarship program. And GKS is a tough scholarship to take. A lot of applicants from different parts of the world. For sure, a lot of applicants from your home country applying for the limited 1 to 2, 3 slots by the university embassy track. And in this video, through this checklist, you'll be able to identify if you're really ready for the scholarship program or not. Well, of course, the first one is if you are already familiar with the guidelines. So if you have checked the last year's guidelines and thoroughly read the contents from start to finish, including the different courses, the different universities, the different tracks, the different schedule, this is already a check for you. You are starting to get there. In terms of documents, you have awareness. You already know what to submit, what are the required documents, and what are the optional documents. You already know which track would suit you in terms of your preference. Are you really targeting a university only, or you're aiming for different schools, so which is suitable for embassy track? And also, are you aiming for universities within Seoul, or you're okay and interested with other universities outside of Seoul? So again, awareness of the forms, the guidelines, the contents is one of a hallmark of a good GKS applicant. I can also say that you are ready to apply for the scholarship program if you have already checked the university of your choice a lot of times. Probably explored their website, checked their university professors, the different courses, identified where you will be fitting in terms of culture, like probably what are the activities in the university. And I can say that you are ready if you can tell me what's 2 specific things about the university that catches your attention. For example, I chose Hanyang University back then because of the industry university cooperation system and because of the English courses offered for my MBA program. Those 2 on top of my head, I can easily say, meaning I already did my research and have identified my prospects and then selected my university. And that's also a requirement, especially for university track, also for embassy track. But again, if you have researched your universities, probably thoroughly assessed even until to the social cultural activities within the university, that's a hallmark also of that you are ready to apply for the scholarship program. Again, you'll be studying in South Korea for undergraduate studies for almost 5 years. And a good sign that you're ready to apply for the scholarship program is if you have read or started studying Korean language even before you apply for the scholarship program. And again, I'll be going back to what I've been saying in the past few videos. Korean language will be your key to unlocking that lock in that employment here in South Korea. Looking at it on the bigger picture, again, Korean language will be useful with your studies, yes, but it will be critical when it comes to you finding your job and eventually having residency and citizenship here in South Korea. Again, Korean language is as important as your degree. Even if you don't have a degree in South Korea, but if you speak the language, you can actually find employment here. And that's a thing. But starting small, reading the letters, understanding words, the pronunciation, these are baby steps, but important steps that you have to take. And again, if you have done or started studying Korean language, I can say that you already are a good candidate for the scholarship program. And lastly, for my book is that essays are the most important documents that you'll be submitting with your application form. Of course, every required documents must be submitted. But again, the essays, personal statement and statement of purpose are the most important thing that you need to do for this scholarship. And if you acknowledge that fact, that opinion, not a fact, because that's from me. If you acknowledge that opinion in terms of it's very important for you to be able to tell your story through a well-written personal statement and statement of purpose, I guess you are ready for the scholarship program. You're ready to apply. Because I hope by this time you're already polishing your essays, making adjustments, realigning your focus, and aligning it with the focus of the university, aligning it with the focus of the Global Career Scholarship Program. Again, look at this on a bigger picture. It's not always about you. It's not always about your preference. Sometimes what your country and Korea's relationship standing and future goals matter to. So if you can realign and reassess, recalibrate your direction, that's perfect. And for example, if you can be, because I guess part of the assessment would be how flexible you would be in terms of where you will be going, but at the same time, how assertive you are, that you'll be able to, despite these changes, be agile in terms of adjusting and being able to adopt the Korean culture. Again, the personal statement and statement of purpose are your way to plead your case outside of the interview. You will not be able to get the interview if your essays are not great. You will not be able to pass the document assessment process if your documents are incomplete. And with this checklist that I've mentioned, probably check and try assess yourself. Am I ready for the Global Career Scholarship Undergraduate Studies on September? If I still lack in some aspects, I think I need to focus on making sure that they are already checked before I submit my documents. And if you want guidelines, guide on writing your essay, one-on-one coaching, personal coaching, my paid subscription program is available in my bio. You may subscribe. I have current subscribers who are redoing their essays, having adjustments in terms of their personal statement of purpose based on key aspects about the scholarship, their degree, and even their personal story. Because in the end of the day, again, it's a personal statement. It's a personal story. Never remove that personal touch. But till then, bye-bye.